We don't want to sleep on this next segment. We are going to help identify your sleep personality.
Knowing what kind of sleeper you are can help improve your chances of getting better rest. So, here to help us is Shelby Harris, a licensed clinical psychologist in private practice who specializes in behavioral sleep medicine. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
So this is a topic we all need to talk about, sleep. And you say it's time for all of us to just kind of take inventory of not only how many hours of sleep, but the quality as well.
Yeah, we really need to start thinking about our sleep in general. It's not just about sleep disorders.
Yeah.
It's just about trying to figure out how we can get the best sleep as often as we can.
All right, so let's talk about some of these different personalities. And this first one, I think this is probably me.
Yeah.
The busy brain.
Yeah.
Who's the busy brain and how do we fix them?
Me as well. So the busy brain is the person who tends to just notice that either they have racing thoughts, it could sometimes be anxiety too, or it's just that your volume on your brain is a 10 and you can't turn it down to like a 1
You're just
or a
thinking
2.
of everything,
You're
not
just-
even stress.
Yes, you're just
thinking.
replaying the day, thinking about all the things you got going on the next day.
Yep.
Yep.
So
and there
what do you do?
There are a lot of things that you can do. So it could just be, we call it a brain dump. So it could be journaling, writing down a to-do list. But my favorite technique for it is meditation. And it's not just meditation to fall asleep to at night. It's meditation during the day. Spend a minute or two practicing meditation. You can use any of the apps. You can just focus on what you're eating. That helps you to be able to focus your brain and let go of busy thoughts. So it's easier to use it at night when you really need to use it.
Okay. The next sleep personality is the temperature extremist.
Yes.
I mean, it's got to be either really hot or really cold.
And I know that I'm affected by a lot too. So it's those people who tend to have hot flashes, a lot of women thinking about perimenopause, menopause, night sweats, but also the person who tends to wake up really cold at night.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of things that you can do for it. So we think about just temperature in your room. So it could be trying to optimize whatever the temperature is, somewhere in the mid 60s to low 70s. It could also be, there's really great tech out there now. So there's great tech for your mattress. There are pads you can put down that are cooling, but there's also things that have thermostats. So you can actually set it to go down throughout the night.
I feel like it changes as the night goes on. Usually I'm hot, but some nights I wake up really cold.
Exactly. You should actually be cooling off throughout the night and then starting to warm up about 2 hours before. And some people have a bed partner that just has a totally different internal thermostat.
Yes, my bed partner does.
And so that's a really common thing. So those mattress pads are really great to use. But then also think about your bedding, right? We always tend to use the same comforter for the bed.
All year.
Get 2 comforters. It's not pretty, but get 2 comforters, different weights, and then put a coverlet over it so it looks like a normal
so it's all,
Yep.
So you know what? There are some people who are so sensitive. If you make any noise, they wake up. And then you have other people on the opposite end of the spectrum where you try to wake them up and they're just out.
Yeah. So the person who tends to be really sensitive to all the noises, there are really great technology out there. Just think about, you could use different kinds of earplugs. So there's really great technology when it comes to earplugs or even the noise blocking earphones, headphones.
Are they comfortable to sleep in?
There are some that are really comfortable, that are really low profile, that go in your ear, and those are wonderful.
And that's safe to wear?
Yep. For a lot of people, you really want to talk with your doctor first just to make sure, but then also think about, do you have insomnia? So if you have insomnia, white noise is great, but if you have insomnia, are you just looking for anything that's a potential sleep threat that could potentially wake you up or keep you awake? So maybe you want to work on your insomnia too, if that's an issue.
Advice.
You've got some advice for the night owl and the early bird.
Yeah, so the night owl is the person who's they can sleep enough, but they sleep really late.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the early bird's the person who tends to wake up really early, but they're sleeping enough at night. So think about the time cues you're giving to yourself. So we call them Zeitgebers. So are you getting a lot of light? Are you really active before bed? Because that could be making you stay up a lot later. In the morning, are you having trouble lifting up the curtains to get a lot of light? And you can slowly move it. And if you really are struggling with it and it doesn't work in the life that you have, because you just might be a night owl and it might be fine for you. But if it's not working, talk to a doctor, because there's light therapy, there's melatonin that we can use in very low doses at specific times. It can be really, really useful for some people.
It's really interesting. The important thing is to take some assessment here.
Take an assessment. If it's not working for you, if it's not working routinely, and if these things aren't enough, we have so many wonderful evidence-based treatments that you should definitely talk to your doctor.
That's important.
Because you shouldn't suffer if you're having routine bad nights.
I love that. You
Really
don't have to
great.
struggle.
Don't struggle in
Shelby
silence.
Harris.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.